Welcome back to the Eclectic Blerd's Niche channel. This video is a revisit of the hypothetical Planet Krakoa idea. The original video is linked in the description. Just in case you don't know about the Krakoa era and the mutant terraforming and colonization of Mars, I've attached videos from creators more talented than myself in the description as well. The inhabitants of New Krakoa are currently located in the White Hot Room, where the flow of time is accelerated. A cosmic catastrophe or crisis could be the impetus for the Phoenix to relocate New Krakoa and its people to the material world. Ideally, they will be transported to an uninhabited planet within the Shi'ar space using Xavier's connection to the royal family, or to the Wakandan space using Oro's connection to the Panther tribe. But it ultimately depends on the conclusion of Hickman's space event Imperial. But story-wise, any life-sustaining, uninhabitable world would suffice. This new world will be a place of true redemption. An older Lin Lee, aka Nature Girl, aka Armageddon Girl, with assistance from Ava Bell, aka Tempest, would breed and domesticate an Akanti subspecies that would serve as biological ships for space travel and interplanetary trade. She would assume a role similar to Doug Ramsey or Redroot the forest and become a voice of the planet. She could also identify the native flora and fauna, which would boost the settlers' chances of survival. Krakoa itself would integrate into and assimilate the planet in a short span with Tempest's assistance. The sentient island would become a planetary entity similar to Ego, and its consciousness would ascend to an ethereal being, much like Gaia from Earth. Krakoa is now the central deity of the continued religion. Nature Woman would be his prophet and mouthpiece. The government would be a divine monarchy where Krakoa is the absolute authority and the king manages the day-to-day decisions. Shenzorn would be the first planetary king, and he's a potent mutant and presumably available since heavy hitters like Phoenix, Exodus, and Storm are off the table. His royal guardian would be Rasputin the Fourth, since she's a powerful warrior and a telepath. The Quiet Council, which includes scrolls and a rocket representation, reflects the people and presents their concern to the king. Chlorophyll and Gregor Smerdyakov cross-pollinate to produce a superfruit that produces glucose and activates latent mutant powers, as well as enhance existing mutant powers. Zardian snails are an extraterrestrial species transported to the planet and specifically bred for consumption. BAMPs would be used for transportation by the mutants who are not gifted with flight or teleportation abilities. Krakoa Prime would utilize a technique from Krakoa III to generate near-perfect diamonds that will function as currency for intergalactic trade. Cadre K would also relocate the planet Krakoa, bringing the Tamanja berry crop as well as knowledge of surrounding planets and inhabited worlds with them. The Iraqi would provide martial arts training and discipline needed to be elite warriors, while the Skrull would provide the necessary technology. Mutants who were not born with combat abilities would be given Krakoan armor based on the Captain Krakoa suit. Using the remaining Mysterium stored in Game World, Krakoa would reestablish itself as a galactic power. And ultimately, the stories would have to be shackled to the allegories tied to an average X-Men book. Instead, they could focus on the Krakoans' interaction with known species like the Skrulls, Kree brood, as well as new species who serve as potential allies and threats. And we could see stories about the first mutant divine monarchy and the political intrigue that comes with that. If you like this content, please share, like, subscribe, comment, and turn on notifications. And if you're a returning viewer, thank you so much for your continued support. Until next time, stay geeky.